We may need to get a new photo. We may have something from something we've shot, but we're either going to have a photo of ourselves or someone else where we can see both eyes and the forehead. And what we're going to do here is open up the healing brush tool, and we will sample over one of the eyes. I'm going to start right here in the corner of it. And using the bracket keys, which are right over by the enter key, I can increase the size of the brush. I'm going to make sure that this duplicates at 100% here. And I'm just going to paint this in. So click and drag. And I've got the first eye. And it's like magic. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to sample this part of the eye. I'm going to paint that in. Got a little bit too much there, so I'm going to retry that. Just paint this into like right there. Still getting a little bit too much. Just Control Z to step back. There we go. That's all I'm going to want there. I got a little bit too much of the nose there. I'm going to sample part of the cheek and just paint that away. And I can do the same thing to get rid of that forehead wrinkle right there. And you'll notice that it's a little faded. So if I come down over here under what looks like the lollipop for the dodge tool, dodging makes things brighter, burning them makes them darker. And if I tell it to burn the shadows and paint over it, all the darkest parts of that photo are going to get darker. So now he's got a second pair of eyes right there on his forehead. With this, I'll come up here, File, Export, Quick Export as Ping, and save it with my name, double eyes. The second one we're going to do is we're going to have a photo of either ourselves or our buddy with our palms out. And we're going to take a facial feature from here and place it over here. And this is where the healing brush, we have to do something a little differently. I'm going to sample her eye right here, just right over the middle. But if I painted it in right here, it'd be tiny. That's not as cool, right? So next to the brush up here, we've got this little folder with a brush. And I can click and drag this little slider width and height. And it will make whatever we're sampling bigger. So I'm going to go up to like 300%. And that might be good. Let's make the brush a little bit bigger. Yeah, right there. And there we go. Much cleaner with it. And that way it's not the little tiny eye. I'm going to sample the other eye as well. Paint it in right here. We can even adjust the angle of it. Oh, got a little bit too much. Control Z, gonna step back. And this one came out a little bit bright, so I'll grab that burn tool again. Burn that up. The last part of what we're gonna do with the face, we'll zoom in. We're gonna grab the healing brush tool. We'll reset this back down to 100%. And I'm going to sample parts of the forehead and start painting things away. So she no longer has her eyes. No longer has her nose. Like that. I could, though, retake one of these eyes. Let's make this a little bit more surreal. And she gets to be a Cyclops. And I'll do the same thing with that burn tool. There we go. So now we have a Cyclops with eyes on her hands as well. And we'll be doing the same thing. File, Export, Quick Export as Ping. And putting my name there. Eyes on hands. Save that. And let's get both of those uploaded to the assignment.